Welcome to Decoding the Bible, and we continue our beautiful journey through the Bible, book by book, sentence by sentence, word by word. Today, Genesis 4, and I tell you guys, this is a tough one. Cain murders Abel. You ready for that? Genesis 4.1. Adam knew his wife. That's how it starts, and they got a son. Well, I was thinking, well, of course they knew each other. They were created together, and well, they spent some years with each other. When we look at the word Hebrew, yada, it means to understand, to recognize, and this is what here is the description. It's not a physical act of having sex. It's like a merging, it's a connection. It's like recognize you. I really know who you are. So it's speaking about a very deep connection. Then son Cain is born, and his name means gain, produce, possess. That shows the identity outside of Eden. It's kind of a pride, like, hey, look what I got. I produced my son. I name him Cain. Genesis 4.2, Abel was born, and by that we have at this moment two kind of archetypes, what is very, very meaningful for later. Cain was the work of the ground. A work of the ground, agriculture, you have measurable results, you have an outcome, you see what you do. Abel, the keeper of the sheep. You don't really see what you do. You need patience, care, and you're protective. So we have two different archetypes, and that shows us even identical brothers from the same parents living in the same world can have completely different meanings and perceptions of life and success. And then comes the life-changing moment for Abel and for Cain. Genesis 4, 3-5, the offering. Abel brought an offer, and Cain brought an offer to God. Cain started it. Cain was the first one. He's the firstborn, and said, you know what? I bring the fruits of the ground. While Abel brought the firstborn of his flock and the fat portion. So now it's compared with each other. Cain brought some fruits, while Abel brought the best of the best. It's half-hearted duty versus full-hearted devotion. For me, this was a clear sign of a 100% blueprint. You can have some donation, and this is fine, or you can give 100%, the best of the best. And what happened? God rejected Cain's offering. He rejected it. He did not accept it. He disregarded it, as the Bible writes. And Genesis 4, 6-7, we come into the confrontation, because Cain gets really angry and said, why I am not accepted? What's going on? First mistake of many. God asked him, why are you angry? Why are you angry? So he does not even understand why he's angry. And if you do well, you will be accepted. This sentence could have changed everything. If you do well, you will be accepted. God offered Cain a chance to do better. Like in plain words, don't worry, just do it again and you're fine. Here's your second chance. And if you don't do well, that's already, look, here's the other door of society, the other door of fortune. If you don't do well, sin is crouching at the door, but you must rule over it. You must overcome your impulse. It means you're not your emotions. You have to conquer what wants to possess you. It's crouching at the door, but you have to overrule it. Cain had a chance to correct his mistakes and to upgrade, but he was blinded by his ego. You know why? Because God disregarded his offering. So he took it personal. And how many times we take something personal? What was not meant to be personal. It was meant to a certain situation, to a certain task or whatever. So he was completely blinded, and he said, well, God disliked me, and that causes emotions, and he did not even hear that God said, if you do well, you will be accepted. He did not hear that. He didn't get this chance. The only way he saw is like, Abel is here, I'm here, you know what I have to do? I have to bring him down, and then I'm the one who's standing here. Instead of leveling up himself, he wanted to downgrade Cain, and not even downgrading, he killed him. Cain killed Abel. And this is tragic. He brought him to the field, isolated him, and it was not an effect, it was not manslaughter, it was murder. Genesis 4, 9 to 10. God appeared right away. It doesn't take him long to be present. He's always present. And he asked, where is Abel, your brother? He's asking questions again. He wants his soul to face itself. And God gave again a chance. Like we had it with Adam. Were you eating the fruit? Who told you? So God is always trying to be in conversation with you and make you face his soul. But what does Cain does? He snaps back. He snaps back almost sarcastical. He said, am I my brother's keeper? Because remember, he was the keeper of the sheep. So he took a little wordplay and said, am I my brother's keeper? Well, what do I know who it is? And it has to come like it comes. God has some consequences for him. Yes, punishment is coming his way. Punishment cursed, simply consequences. But what happened? Cain is worried that now people will kill him, because back in the days, blood revenge was a certain thing. So again, Cain does not even feel pity. He does not even apologize. It's all about him. It's like, oh my God, I'm worried that people will kill me. And what does God do? Normally, he can say, you know what? Your problem. Nobody told you to kill your brother. Now see how long you will survive out there. Nope, that's not the God. That's not the loving God he is. It may be the God that the church wants to tell you. It's like a punishing God and whatever. No, he's a loving God. So he protects Cain. Even after this terrible sin, he's protecting him. He puts a sign on him and says, whoever kills him will be revenged sevenfold. So also teaching humanity is that, number one, it's not their job to judge and punish. It's God's job. Keep your hands off him. I'm going to take care of that, and I will protect him. So he has a chance later in life to show remorse, to get on a better path, whatever. What does Cain say? Does he say, thank you, that's really nice of you? He said, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Genesis 4:13. So he still feels sorry for him and no remorse for the brother. Cain says, you have driven me away from the ground, and so on and so on. So he just doesn't get it. He just breaks every moral code that you can imagine. And that's why he feels disconnected from the family, from the ground, and from his work. And later it gets even worse, because Genesis 4:23, Cain will start building cities. So he's actually building an empire based on the loss of God, the connection to God. He compensates it with monetization. And monetization itself is not bad. But if you try to compensate something, then it gets bad. And he gets a son, Lamech. And Lamech is even worse than Cain, because as he gets wounded by another man, he kills his man. And he bragged about it. He bragged about it and said, Cain, my father was protected by God. Whoever killed him would have been revenged sevenfold. Whoever kills me will be revenged 70-fold. So he's like very, very cocky about that. And this is a blueprint for new societies that will come along, led by Lamech. And this is a very, very sad thing, because it should not have happened. Others is when we have Adam and Eve in 1 second, guys. Sorry, YouTube. Other than Adam and Eve, because we're switching now. Remember, we have community 1. Lamech leads as a very, very bad role model, community 1. And then comes community 2 that is led by Enosh. In Genesis 4:26, Adam and Eve got a new son. So what they do is they restored it. So again, the message of don't give up, always continue. And his son Enosh was born, and this community turned very, very faithful. So we have community number 2. Number 2, what is very God-driven, led by Enosh. And this is Genesis 4. I continue real quick to know. Yes, you know what? I continue to Genesis 5. It's short, but very impactful. Let me restart TikTok real quick so the people can follow as well. And we're talking about Genesis 5, decoding the Bible, brothers and sisters, in the name of the Lord. This wonderful book with a lot of secrets for a happy, successful life and gaining massively wealth, fulfillment, happiness, and all the things. I think it's hidden inside, and I go chapter by chapter, line by line, sentence by sentence, till I find all the secrets that nobody ever told us. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it as we speak. Genesis number 5. I read it, and first I was thinking it's one of the most boring chapters I ever read. It looks like an accumulation of Adam's bloodline, following by a drumbeat. It always like, he lived, he fathered, he died. He lived, he fathered, he died. He lived, he fathered, he died. And that is 10 generations with all the different names, when they fathered, when they died, when they got married, and whom, and whatever. And you read it, and I finished it, and I'm like, okay, good. Adam died at 930 years old. Good, and he had a lot of kids and grandkids and great-grandchildren. Is this really everything? I almost wanted to give up. I almost wanted to move on to chapter 6 because I couldn't believe that that's it. Honestly, I was disappointed. And then I was thinking, wait a minute. There's a code in every chapter. There's a code in every chapter. Let's find the code. So I analyzed it. I zoomed out and I found that at one person, actually it's the 7th generation, 7, the holy number, because the 7th day was the first thing that was holy. You remember my part 1 when I spoke about the creation story. We are still living at day 7, the holy time period that God blessed and made holy. Enoch was born, and he breaks the pattern of he lived, he fathered, he died. He breaks that pattern. Genesis is screaming, that guy is special. Find out what is special about him. 5:22 and 5:24 gives me the answer. He walked with God. Nobody else walked with God. What does that mean? He believed, he was faithful. No, we look in the word halak. And again, Jewish people can forgive me my mispronunciation, but you would do the same if you would speak German, so that is what it is. Halak means living a lifestyle, symbolize a daily lifestyle. It's not just believing, it's just like implementing God in your daily life. And the word et, with God, et, means almost in a way of a friendship, of a companionship. And this is an absolutely breakthrough, because Enoch, at the end, he did not die. He did not die. Writing in the Bible is written, God took him. That is a meaning of he transitioned to another level. He did not die in the classic thing. God took him with him. He transitioned and did not die. So that's why So walking with God becomes a blueprint how you can achieve this level. And guys, we are talking about the Bible. The Bible could have written he served God, he worshiped God, he obeyed God, and that's why he transitioned and God took him. No, the Bible did not write that. They wrote he walked with God. He went on a friendship, on a journey, on a daily lifestyle with God as a companion. And that is the blueprint. This is how you have to do it. That is why Enoch was a full circle. And this also reflects when he died. He died at the age of 365 years. That is early because Adam turned 930. He only lived 365, but here we definitely have quality over quantity. And 365, we all know that's the days of the year. 365 is a full circle. Enosh experienced everything full circle, and he was just ready for the transition. And that shows very, very clear. You should walk with God. You should choose God as your companion and make him his friend and take him on a journey, take him on a hike. And sometimes in a hike it goes up, it goes down. Sometimes God helps you up, sometimes you help him. And it's a companionship. It's not worshiping, it's not serving, it's not obeying blindly. It's a companionship walking with God, and you will transition like Enoch did it. Can't wait for the next chapter. This book is going to show us a lot of secrets. And I'm here for you to decode it book by book, sentence by sentence, word by word. Follow and subscribe so you don't miss anything, because I'm continuing my journey and I would like to have you guys with me.